Well, Buffalo, New York, of course, is right at the Canadian border, and in that particular region, we've always been we've been activists. Of course, that was one of the terminals of the Underground Railroad here in Tubman. That whole movement, we're right at the Canadian border. So, keeping that in mind, and also Frederick Douglass, of course, he spent a lot of time in Rochester, New York. That's where he founded the newspaper, the North Star. So yeah, we have a long, rich history of activism and the whole struggle. So Celebrity Boot Black, what we do also is partner up with corporate trade shows and conventions where a company will hire me to be on the trade show floor or in their exhibit booth for complimentary shoe shines. You can see from some of the signage that we have here. These are past events where we have partnered or collaborated with corporations for free shoe polishing. Of course, they'll pay me. I have a rate that I charge, and they'll pay me, and then all the shoe polishing will be complimentary. John Lewis. Yeah, that's one of the loved ones. So yeah, it's just a snapshot of some of the photographs. So yeah. We have locations throughout the Washington metropolitan area, but in Washington, D.C., in Hyatt hotels and Marriott hotels downtown, our shoe polishing attendants, this is a ladies' jacket, by the way. We wear our DC flag logo, of course, and with my brand on the back. But when we're in Maryland, of course, at Gaylord or at the State House in Annapolis, we wear our Maryland logo. So these are a couple of the uniforms that the attendants wear in the Hyatt hotels and Marriott hotels in Washington, D.C.
And how big is your fleet? How many do you
Well,
employ?
Here's a picture. If you come over here, it's pretty much my staff, and these are my guys. This was taken last year, but that's all of us posing that's at the Hyatt Regency on Capitol Hill. So I got a great staff, and yeah, very professional, of course. And the hotels, they really like my brand. Governor Hogan gave me a citation for our outstanding hospitality in the state, and very proud of that. My daughter, she worked with us here last summer. The Smithsonian Institution, the Anacostia Museum, we partnered with them, and we had a summer camp or summer acting camp, spoken word acting camp, theatrical direction from Smithsonian. And I'm also a member of the National Concierge Association and the Washington Area Concierge Association. So that's my certification. Here, I have a host of the world's greatest shoe polishing products. The brand Saphir from Paris, France. This is the best shoe polish in the world. Each spring, with the exception of this spring because it was postponed, I attend the World Shoe Polishing Championship, and that's held in London, England. And the World Shoe Polishing Championship is sponsored by the French shoe polishing company Saphir. Gentlemen like myself from around the world, we converge on the Mayfair section of London for a shoe polishing competition. So this is the polish that sponsors that competition that we have each year in London. Saphir. So the Saphir brand also, this is what the logo looks like on a can of Saphir. It's very expensive polish. Saphir of Paris, France. You can see it right there. So they make a host of products. They make all kinds of. This is one of their catalogs of all of the high-end products that they make for polishing shoes. And the Saphir brand is connected with the Louvre in Paris. So the colors that the artists use on the streets of Paris and the Saphir colors, they all coincide together. So that's the artistic connection between the colors of Saphir polishes and the world famous Louvre Art Gallery. Also, another brand that we carry is called Famaco. And Famaco, this is another French brand. So I have a wide variety of Famaco polishes too. So for the most part, I use the best polishes that the world offers for shoes. So that I make sure that my clients, they get the best. They get the best. And then of course I have domestic products here. The domestic products are Angelus, and I have Kelly Lynn, and I also have a relationship with the Shinola brand. And Shinola, of course, there's a Shinola store here, and I have a great relationship with them, and I wear Shinola watches. But Shinola, of course, is made in Detroit. So I do have a relationship with the Shinola company. When I first heard that Shinola was going to make watches, I said, Shinola, I said, that's the name of an old shoe polish company. But the original Shinola company, which was manufactured in Rochester, New York, they went out of business in 1960. So these new Shinola Detroit, the new Shinola Detroit company, which makes the watches, the leather bags, when they bought the name from the original family of Rochester, New York, Shinola, the family told them that they can make watches, you can make leather bags, you can make bicycles, whatever you want to do, but you still have to make, for our family's legacy, you have to make X amount of cans of shoe polishes. So I have a relationship with Shinola, and Shinola, they give me shoe polish. So some of the artists that we have here, not only do we have artists in the traditional form, but we have jazz artists, I have blues artists, we have dance, we have theater, we have Negro League baseball, a lot of Negro League baseball players. Of course, I have Maryland's own Thurgood Marshall. There's a young Malcolm Little, aka Malcolm X. I have Satchel Paige there. Of course, Dr. King, Frida Kahlo, Horace Silver. One of my favorite guys who I met, Sidney Poitier. I love Arthur Ashe. Arthur Ashe, of course, like today's athletes that speak out on injustice. We all know that Arthur Ashe he used his platform to be outspoken on apartheid and free Nelson Mandela. Let's forget Ossie Davis and Sarah Vaughan. And I really like this photo of John Lennon and Yoko Ono. Of course, Billie Holiday, Nat Cole. I love this photo here of Louis Armstrong getting his shoes polished. Jackie Robinson, my favorite. Joe Louis. Duke Ellington. A lot of Dr. King is here. Shoeshine Boy photo by Holston. So yeah, we have an awful lot of moments I tried to capture here of people who were very significant in human rights and the struggle for equality. I'd like to thank you, the Prince George's Arts and Humanities Council, for stopping by the Gateway Arts District in my studio here, Celebrity Bootblack Studio, Workshop and Studio. And I welcome you to come by, take a look at what we have here, and also help me take this service to another level. Help me introduce the next generation of entrepreneurs to opportunities that exist